Right, so welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you visit I am Ash Cash. I'm tired. Make sure you visit what is it? What's the website? Make sure y'all visit the ashcashshow.com to subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you go to ashcashtv.com to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep spreading the word. Keep shedding the lights. I appreciate y'all. It's Friday. I was just saying offline that yesterday was a bit. I don't know what happened and how it happened, but like I feel like all my meetings got jammed on Thursday. Like everything. Like people, I mean, honest, you know what happens is that on my calendar, I don't schedule meetings on Mondays and Fridays. So I guess everybody who was scheduling meetings wanted to do it later on in the week, and they just didn't see a Friday. So they was like, "Yo, we tackling this on Thursday." So I'm talking about like I had back to back like calls, coaching calls, client calls. I had an audition for something, so y'all cross y'all fingers. I don't be giving out too much information, cause I protect my energy of things that will come up. But I feel good about this one, and I know that this is all family in here. Like we ain't got no trolls in here, and so just put out good energy, because I have two opportunities on the table that are big, a big considering, cause y'all know how I feel about big and small. But I feel like these two opportunities will help take the Ash Cash brand to another level. But I feel good about them. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel good about them. And so just just good energy. Just put the good energy that the work that is being done continues to be spread nationally, globally. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm asking, because I mean, Pigs of Fire is funny you say that, because that's how I feel though. That's the only reason I'm saying it. I probably wouldn't have said it if I felt any doubt that it has already happened. But that's how I feel. I feel like it's done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I feel like it's already done. Mowan, what up, Mowan? Mowan says I participated in the Elevate Influencer Conference and doing my own thing. I was spent yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday was a big one. Button Gross says claim it. Michelle Young, that's good. Happy for you. Now I appreciate you. God got you always. Facts. Was good, family. Good morning, Andrew Bug in the building. I see you. I'm praying. It's yours, King. Appreciate you. It's already done. God got you. Big facts. It's done. Ashe, I appreciate you. Good morning. You have to put in the work. It's harvest time. I agree. I definitely agree that the work has been put in. So it's time to harvest. God Jazzy Rainey on a check-in on Facebook. Salute King. Steven, Ill Flow. What up? Peace and light, my G. Good morning on the check-in on the Facebook. All right, so let's start the show. So if you're new to the show, welcome. If you've been, part of the family, then you're a mind right money mogul in the building. So salute. My guy, Ilflow said I just bought my first stock last week and I earned the dividends. Big facts, yo. Let me tell you. I bought Apple. So like after I ain't go front. I didn't have Apple, but once the stock split, I was like, yo, let me get some Apple, and then Apple just gave me a nice little dividend. Not nice. You know what I mean? It's relative, but I just got a dividend from Apple. So salute to that. Let's try to be what up. So yeah. Oh, I gotta pin something too. So make sure, y'all playing around with this Mailbox Money Academy though. I'm gonna tell y'all that. We like literally change your lives in there. Like you don't even understand. Let's see that red shirt. Now, facts to that. So salute. So again, today's apparel is also sponsored by the Raw Design. Control your happy. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like so I love this shirt. Because everybody on their computer all the time, right? Everybody on their computer all the time, but make sure you control your happy. You see what she did there? Fast shout to the Raw Design in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yo, make sure y'all check it out. therawdesigns.com. Yo, I love this shirt, and especially because it's an extra large, and it's fitting nice. You know what I'm saying? It's fitting. You know what I mean? I got a look. I ain't gonna show y'all. Look, I got an undershirt on, and I got this shirt on, and it's still feeling nice. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, we gonna come back to back. You know what I'm saying? Back to back. You know what I'm saying? Back to back with the Raw Design. So salute to Joyce Williams. Salute to Raw. You know, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Control your happy. Go to therawdesigns.com to support the young entrepreneur. Yeah, but y'all, yeah, I gotta pin something. Y'all gotta make sure y'all take advantage of Mailbox Money Academy. Because Mailbox, we changing lives. Like, honestly, like not even joking. I'm excited about the work that we're doing in there. Part of my yesterday consisted of doing 3 one-on-ones with the team. It just feels good. You know, it feels good to be at a space. And you know what I'm saying? What Drake said. They treat me like a legend. Am I really this cold? I'm way too young to be feeling this old. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna write that down too. Fat shout to my sis, Adrian in the building, Adrian Michelle in the building, Miss Deborah Smith. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Salute. Right, that's good. Right, control your happy. You know what I'm saying? What Drake said, yo, they treat me like a legend. Am I really this cold? I'm really too young to be feeling this old. And I'll be honest with you, like, I literally, like, that group is giving me life. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I mean that just to be able to help people take, people who have talent, people who have a God gift, because we all got a God gift. People who have talent, people who have a God gift, and people who are able to step out of their fear of presenting that God gift and having the opportunity to really kind of mold that and meld it and really come up with the game plan. And that feels good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that feels good for me to be able to, see light bulbs in people and to, it's weird though. It's not even weird, but I've always said, everything is mind right. Mind right everything. And just to watch in real life how people are like people's minds are transforming. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fat shout to fat shout to Elegant Eleanor. My girl Lisa says my one-on-one was on Wednesday and it gave me a bigger perspective. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it, and you know what feels good about these coaching sessions, because at the end of the day, I feel like, as a natural motivator, I'm a natural motivator, but being able to let other people see how big their dream is and how big they could do it. You know what I'm saying? On a different level, feels good. So make sure y'all go to my mailboxmoneyacademy.com. So www.mailboxmoney. I'm gonna type it in the other mailboxmoneyacademy.com. I promise you, it's well worth the investment. It's actually underpriced, and the reason why I just priced it at what I priced it is because I want people to have the opportunity to come in and be able to, start to believe in themselves. So definitely check it out. Like I'm telling you, I feel proud. Like, yo, I keep shouting Miss Mac out. Because I'm telling her, maybe for the last 5 years, I've been telling her how talented she is and how she's not maximizing, her brand with Young Faces Smiling. And to see her put out a ebook, you know what I'm saying, like in a week, was like, oh my God. Like, it took her years to put out her first book, but then like in a week she put out an ebook. And then now she's like, talk about doing shirt lines, and we got a one-on-one coming up. So I'm excited about that because I have a big vision for where she could go, because she has a talent that she doesn't realize she has. And so I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate her trusting me to push her, further along. So I love that. Davita is a superstar, you know, Joy Warrior. Like, I'm talking about superstar, like super duper star, who is not maximizing her full potential. Like, she's somebody who, and I don't know if it's a sign thing, but she's really supportive of others. And so she gives her all, right? Even with a million things on her table, she gonna text me asking about how can she serve me. I'm like, you can't, like, you gotta do what's on you gotta eat what's on your plate. You know what I'm saying? And so super duper star, somebody who is very, very talented, but she's always, you know, focused on helping others, which is not a bad thing, but you got to put your mask on, and that's the, you know, that's the biggest thing that I want her to do, is to put her mask on. Like, she, you know what I'm saying, like she's soaring high, and, you know, so the plane ain't going down, the plane is actually going up, but it's going up so fast that, you know, she needs some oxygen, so she got to put that oxygen mask on while the plane is going high, and not you know what I'm saying, put the oxygen mask on, because the more you put the oxygen mask on while you going up, you know what I'm saying, the more help you could be of others. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I'm sorry for, you know, for the veer off, but it's a great community we got. You know what I'm saying? We got a great community. My guy Blessings 3D, you know what I'm saying? Has some, when I tell you, got some dope fashions. Like I saw the tie, the handkerchief, the mask, like, you know, like, it's, oh man, like, so there's a lot of talent in there. There's a lot of talent in there. I'm proud, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of Terrace putting out, you know, her book, you know, and when she put out her book, she you know, sold 90 copies. You know what I'm saying? My guy Mel, who's about to drop this challenge. You know, Donna Rosby, who was able to, you know, drop some ebooks, but then also had did this course that she pre-sold. I think 53 people signed up. Like, and these are, you gotta think about it, right? Like, these are ideas. Like, it took her an hour to really do the workshop. 53 people, you know, made over $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. So make sure y'all go to mailboxmoneyacademy.com. Mailboxmoneyacademy.com. Be part of the Mailbox Money Millionaires. We are excited for it. You know, yeah, you know, Elegant Eleanor says we waiting on Mel. Yeah, Mel, you know, again, because Mel had a you know, issue with the power, which is why you know, that didn't come out. But you know, for sure, no ifs, ands, or buts. Everything will be ready for Monday. So we rocking out with that. So, all right. Nah, I'm telling you, man, Vita, you're a superstar, Joy Warrior, like beyond, but always helping, always helping. Which again, maybe that should be my daily word, right? But nah, I had a different daily word, or maybe let's see if I can flip it. But you know, sometimes helping others is hurting you. You know what I'm saying? And this is not my day. Maybe it is. We'll see. We'll see where the spirit leads me. But sometimes helping others is hurting yourself. You know, and at the end of the day, if what is your intention? You know what I'm saying? What is your intention? Is your intention to really help people? And if that's your intention, right? If your intention is like, you know what, you know, I want to be of service to people, right? Well, how can you be of service if you're not your 100% self, right? And this is a realization that I had to have. I had to have this realization with myself. There were times, right? There were times that I was so focused on others, right? I was so focused on other people. I was so focused on helping other people get out of their situation that I wasn't spending enough time on me, right? And so what happened when I did that? What wound up happening is I helped a handful of people, and let's say I helped 6 people. Half of them went back to their, you know, behavior or whatever, you know, so I spent all that time trying to help them, but they wind up, you know, going back to their ordinary behavior. And the other 3, let's say, started to go in a different direction, but really they didn't need me. You know, they didn't really need my help, right? They really didn't need my help. Because you know, the reason why they were ascending anyway, you know. And so I spent this time helping the 6, but in the process, I wasn't helping myself. And because I wasn't helping myself, there were times that I felt like I was sliding backwards. And now when I'm looking at my dreams and my aspirations, the things that I want to do, I'm not, you know, moving in that trajectory, you know. I'm not moving in that trajectory, right? And so now I'm not moving in that trajectory. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling resentful. I'm feeling all these negative thoughts because I have not moved in my God self, right? To be honest, helping others more than you help yourself is ego. People might not realize that, right? But it's actually ego, because when you help others before you help yourself, it's because you want to feel good. You want to feel needed. You want people to tell you how great you are. And I'm talking from experience, right? Like being able to help that person and say, hey, I helped them. Oh, this person was in need, right? Oh, I think I could save the world, so let me save this person. You can't save nobody. Newsflash, you cannot save anybody, right? And the saying that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's what it is. So I don't actively think that I can save people anymore. And when I realized that, though, right? And honestly, here's the other thing, right? Here's the other thing. Part of the reason why I wanted to help people was because of my resentment of me not getting help when I needed it, right? When I was at a space, right? When I was at a space where I was working and trying to be who I wanted to be, and, you know, was trying to go after my God self, I was leaning on people. I was leaning on people. I was leaning on them. I was hoping that they would help me, but nobody helped me, and I had to figure it out for myself. So I promised myself that when the time came that I was in a position to help others, I would not be what I didn't like. So I'm gonna help everybody. I'm gonna save the world. That was my mindset, which is all ego. That's ego, right? It's all ego. You may not think it. People might be like, well, I'm helping. Well, I'm being selfless, but it's all ego. I promise you, it's all ego, right? And so what happened when I stopped trying to be the savior, right? What happens when I tried to stop being the savior? You know what happened? I started to move in my God self, right? And I started to not lean on what I thought, my ego thought it would take for me to feel good. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna lean on my God self. And what does that mean? And so again, you know, this is not religious, right? So whatever you believe in, if you believe in the universe, you believe in God, you believe in Allah, you believe in Buddha, whatever you believe in, there's this higher power that's guiding you, right? There's this higher power that's telling you which way to go. And when you stop going in that direction to feed your ego, right, to satisfy your ego, you are literally disobeying God, right? Because God ain't telling you to help those people. You telling yourself to help those people. You want to feel better about yourself. You want to feel like you're superior. You want to feel like, yo, you got all this knowledge and let me help these people. That's you. That ain't the God talk, right? Because God ain't going to tell you that. You know what God's going to tell you? God, your higher power, is going to tell you, I need you to be the best you that you could possibly be. Because at the end of the day, if you could help 6 and you haven't even reached your God self, imagine how many people you could reach at your God self. Imagine how many people. I put you on this earth for you to be a demonstration. That's what God is saying. God said, yo, I put you on this earth to be a demonstration. I didn't put you on this earth so you could pick and choose. No, I want people to be supported and inspired by who you are every day. By your being, not your doing. I want people, this is what God is saying. God is saying, I want people to be inspired and motivated by your being, not your doing. Please don't miss that. Because when you're looking and you're trying to help people, it's what you're doing. I'm helping. Helping is doing, right? But are you being? What are you being? Because you help more people by being. So you don't do success, you don't do motivation, you don't do inspiration, you are success. You are motivation, you are inspiration. And so when you try to disobey God and not be the best that you could possibly be, and you decide to go in a different direction, you are doing. And that's not your assignment. Your assignment is not to do. Your assignment is to be. And so if you are in your being, that means you follow God. God tell you to go left, you go left. God tell you to go right, you go right. Right? And as you start to be, every single day, you wake up and you say, I am going to be my God self. Because you are made in the image and likeness of your higher power. And so if you are made in the image and the likeness of your higher power, then you need to be that. Not do. Right? Not do. Because you're actually cheating God. You're disobeying God. You're cheating the world by focusing on your ego, which is edging God out. Right? You're focusing on your ego. You need to focus on being the best that you could possibly be, right? And so by being the best that you could possibly be, that is what's going to inspire people. That's what's going to motivate people. That's what's going to help people become their best self, because that's their only assignment as well, right? And I see, Pigs of Fire says, but Ash, aren't you sometimes assigned to someone to help them? No, you can't help nobody. I'm sorry to say, you can't help nobody. I can't help you. Life is a mirror. So I said this the other day, and I want y'all to catch this. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. If you are a hater, or if you are watching and you think people are hating on you, that's because you're vibrating on that hater vibration, right? Like, that's your vibration. You can't see nothing that you're not. I'll be honest. If you hate something, it's in you. Period. Right? So don't miss this. Whatever you see, whatever's in your life, the only reason you can see it is because you're in alignment, energetic alignment with that thing, right? It's not easier said than done. I'm telling you. I promise you. It's not easier said than done. I'm gonna tell you why, Pigs of Fire. I'm gonna tell you why. But stay open for me though. Pigs of Fire, I need you to open your mind, because you made a conclusion already. And so if you stick it to that conclusion, remember what we said yesterday. Remember what yesterday's word was, right? Negative thought. I believed it so deeply, so it became real. Positive thought. I believed it so deeply, so it became real. So if you made a conclusion already, then that's your reality. But I want you to open your mind for a second and catch what I'm dishing out. Right? Catch what I'm dishing out. The only thing you can see is what you're in energetic alignment with. Period. If you see evil, you're energetically aligned with it. If you see hate, you're energetic alignment with it. Period. There's no, that's the law. That's the law of the land. You're energetically aligned with it, right? And so let me give you this. So that's what I'm saying from a hate perspective, right? If you see people hating on you, if you saying people not supporting you, if you're saying all these negative things, you are in energetic alignment with that. You are in energetic alignment with that. That's the only way you can see it, right? But if you are vibrating on a higher level, and this is law, right? Fast out the holistic trav, right? Holistic traveler. This is law. If you're vibrating on a higher level, though, you're not going to see nothing but that, right? If you're vibrating on a higher level, all you're going to see is whatever you're vibrating on a higher level, right? And so why do I say I can't help you? I can't help you because If I'm vibrating high and you're vibrating high, that's the only way we're gonna connect. We're not gonna connect no other way. So it isn't that I'm helping you. It's just a mirror. I'm just seeing who I am. Because if we're having conversations, if we're deeply attached somehow energetically, it's a mirror. You think I could talk about Davida and say how she's helping more people than she's helping herself? Because if I didn't see that in myself, right? You think I could connect with people and say, yo, this person is great if I don't see greatness in me? If I don't, how can I tell somebody they're not maximizing their full potential if I'm not if I'm maxing my full potential? No, because if I was maxing my full potential, I wouldn't be able to see people who are not maximizing their full potential. We might be at different levels. From the outside looking in, people might look at me and be like, yo, Ash made it. But now we mirrors. We the same. Ain't no different. It ain't no different. Anybody that I'm connected to, I'm in energetic alignment with them. So it ain't them. It's me. I attracted it. And so you can't help nobody. How you helping somebody that you them? God ain't calling you to help somebody that you are just like. How you can help them? If you don't got no money and they ain't got no money, how you gonna help them get money? If you ain't in a good relationship and they ain't in a good relationship, how you gonna help them be in a good relationship? It's a mirror. And so I'm saying that the work is not in helping others. That's not the work. Oddly enough, the work is not in helping others. The work is actually done in helping yourself. Because the more that you help yourself, the more in energetic alignment you become with your higher self. And as you continue to ascend, right, those who are not on that level can see you and they could be inspired by you, but I promise you they're not going to be able to touch you until they reach that higher level. I get, it's no coincidence. I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of people vying for my attention. And for whatever reasons, there is a selective few that have access to me. And when I say there's a selective few that have access to me, I just know it's because we're in energetic alignment in some way. And so even if it's somebody that I'm like, nah, I wouldn't normally rock with, I always ask myself, damn, what is it in that person that's in me? Right? If somebody's annoying and they being annoying and for whatever reason that's in my energy, like I'm like, yo, why is this person being so annoying? I always ask myself, I don't ask myself, I don't blame them. I say, yo, what's in it? What's in me? What's in me? Right? Like what's in me that I've attracted this? And so we have to fully understand that anybody that's in your life, you're in energetic alignment with it. I promise you, and this is a fact, I promise you, as you raise your vibrations, the people of the lower vibrations are just going to fall off. It's just going to fall off, honestly. You're actually not going to get. So I don't get people that try that are time wasters. Most of the people that I have as clients are ready to put in the work. And honestly, there's been people. And so here's the other thing, right? There's been people that have tried to gain access to me that for years and never had it. But the moment that they started to increase their mindset and vibrate at a higher level, that's when we connected. Like honestly, I really don't have no conversations throughout the day about doom and gloom. I don't have no conversations about people who complain all day. I used to, though. I used to have people always coming to me complaining. You know why? Because I was a complainer. Whether I didn't complain out loud, though, I complained in my head. Right? I was a complainer, so that's what people think. People like, yo, I'm a complainer, but because I don't complain to other people, then I'm not that. No, you are. Just some people are willing to do it out loud. You're willing to do it in your head. Right? And so I was a complainer. I used to complain. I used to be like, why is this? Why? I used to be the victim. In my head, though. Anybody knows me, you can't name, people will tell you, there's not a person that can name a time that I complained to them about something. Right? But I was a complainer. And I used to complain all the time. And then when I became a complainer, I was attracting complainers. I was attracting people complaining to me about things. I was attracting people who only focused on problems. Right? And then now, because that was my attraction, and I was annoyed by it, and I was like, oh, get this out my, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I wind up doing work on myself. You know what I'm saying? I wind up doing work on myself, and when I wind up doing work on myself, I got to a space where I realized that I was the reason for everything. There was nobody else to blame but myself. And when I realized that I was the reason, right? When I realized that I was the reason, I stopped complaining. I started showing gratitude. I was grateful now. You know, every day I woke up, I was like, yo, I'm complaining. Why am I complaining? Nah, gratitude. Right? Because, you know what I mean? And so I started being grateful. I started to appreciate my life. Instead of complaining in my head, I started to be appreciative. Anytime I started to complain, I started to appreciate. And as I started to practice that more and more and more, over and over and over again, I wind up only attracting people who appreciate life. And so I don't attract people who complain no more. Like, people even feel awkward complaining to me because I ain't even gonna feed into that. And so the only people I attract are people who are ready to take action, who are ready to take their life into their own hands. People who are beers, not doers. People who are beers. People who are in their being every day. You know, fat shout out to Karen, right? Like, Karen was transparent the other day, talking about how she dealt with depression, suicide. Was on medications and things, right? And now she's being, though. She's not doing nothing, but she's being. Every day I'm watching her. She's being, doing her meditations. She's being transparent. She's being her full self. You know what I'm saying? Like now she's being. And so regardless of her past, now we're in energetic alignment because she's a beer. She's a beer now. She's being her full self. Talented. Oh my God. She sent me this ebook that she did, this cartoon ebook. Genius. Genius. Talented. Like, talented beyond. She's a beer now. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I want y'all to understand. You can't help nobody. That's ego. If you think you can help people, you're sadly mistaken. We all have access to the same higher power. We are just vessels. We're just a vessel. I'm just a vessel. I'm not helping you. If you're listening to these words and it connects with you, that's just because you're vibrating on a higher level. But the reverse is true too. If you're listening to these words and you're like, yo, what is he talking about? This mumbo jumbo. Like, get out of here with this woohoo BS that he talking about. Get out of here. Let me get up off this. I'm out. SpongeBob. Let me head out. Then we just not in energetic alignment. That period. And I'm okay. Like, I'm good. Like, I promise you, I ain't trying to force nobody to get nothing. If you know, you know. If you receive it, you receive it. If you don't, you don't. Because it ain't me. You may think it's me. You may think it's me. It's not me. I'm just a vessel. Your higher power, right? Your higher power. We all have access to the same higher power, period. We do not like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah, Barack Obama. They don't have different access. We all have the same access. We all have the same access. And so whatever you live, whatever you see, whatever you experience, you're in energetic alignment with it. I'll be honest, right? There were people that I kind of like followed and looked up to, or whatever the case may be, and they were spitting certain rhetorics, and I was like, nah, you're not, they don't know what they're talking about. Get out of here. Fast forward, as I got enlightened, I was like, damn, this person was right all along. But at the time that I heard it, I heard the same exact message though. But at the time that I heard it, I wasn't in energetic alignment with it, so I couldn't receive it. Yo, if you think the world is unfair, and somebody's telling you that it's your fault and that you could create your world, I don't care what nobody say to you. You're never gonna believe that the world is fair. You ain't gonna believe that the world is fair because you have this preconceived notion. You have this deep belief, right? You have this deep belief that the world isn't fair. And so everything you look at is not going to be fair. Everything. It's like having some shades on, right? If you have shades on and the shades have a red lens in them, then everything you look at is going to be red. You're never going to see clear because everything you're going to look at is going to look red because you got red shades on. But if you take off the red shades, now everything you see is going to be clear. And so that's the power of perspective, right? That's the power of perspective, the power of mindset. Fast shout to my guy, Brax Rich, right? That's the power of it. The power of perspective, the power of mindset says you will see what you believe, period. Universal law, ancestral facts. I didn't make this up. Go back 2,000 years. It's the same ish. Go back 2,000 years, same ish. What you see is what you believe, period. There are two people right now who are going through the same exact predicament, same exact circumstance. One thinks the world's going to end. The other says the world's just begun. Facts, though. Universal facts. There are two people right now going through the same exact thing. I'm talking about identical. The same exact thing. Identical exact thing. One person thinks the world's going to end. One person thinks that the world has just begun. And it's all perspective. And so, I don't argue with you about your truth. What you believe is what you believe. That's why I'm not, like, this message right here, I'm not trying to convince nobody of nothing. Because that ain't my job. All I do is be the best Ash Cash Exantis that I could possibly be. I wake up every day and think about how can Ash Cash be the best Ash Cash. And if I'm the best Ash Cash, those who are in energetic alignment with the best Ash Cash are going to gravitate to me. Period. And I'm not saying I'm at the top, because there's still places I need to go. So it's like a magnet. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a magnet and you're in energetic alignment, even if you're here, the more energy that starts to vibrate, you start to attract to that magnet. But in the same time, though, there's a magnet above me. You know what I'm saying? That I'm trying to reach. And so at the end of the day, all you can do is be a demonstration. Imagine if I didn't maximize because I wouldn't say I maximize my full potential because I still have, spaces to go. But imagine if all the things I've done thus far, I never did them. How would I even be in a position to help others? I wouldn't even be in a position to help others if I didn't max me out. And so I'm saying that if you're helping others, you got to be in a position to help yourself, because now you're making people thieves, right? My cup runneth over. Make sure your cup is running over before you start giving stuff away. Because if you give away before your cup runneth over, that's your ego. That's all ego. Because you're not God. I mean, you God with a little g. Let me just say that. Because I am God, right? If you're made in the image and the likeness of your higher power, you are that, right? Like if an iPhone is made in the image and the likeness of an iPhone, then it's an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like when they create iPhones, like you're not gonna say this is the only iPhone. No, you're creating the iPhones in the image and the likeness, right? And so if you're this iPhone, if the iPhone is made in the image and the likeness, then you are that, right? So I am God. Let me take that back, right? But I'm God with the little g, right? I'm not the capital G God, but I'm God, right? But you're God too. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you God little g and me God little g have the same power. So how can I help something that has the same power? You know what I'm saying? All right, that's it. The spirit movement. We didn't even get to the news today because you know the spirit told me that somebody needed to hear this. You know, Hit says the saying "seeing is believing." The other definition of seeing is thinking. Therefore, thinking is believing, aka manifesting a certain energy. Now, salute to that. All right, what else? What else we got? Let me see. Hazy Grav says, you said your business ain't right unless you're on Duns and what again? In order to build business credit, you have to go to Duns and Bradstreet. So that's the site that you have to go to is Duns and Bradstreet. And so DUN Dun. I'm gonna make sure I spell it for you correctly and give you their website. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Holistic Traveler just put it there. So Dun and Bradstreet. So Dun and Bradstreet. And so people don't realize this. So credit, you know, your personal credit is 3 credit bureaus, right? You have Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Those are the 3 credit bureaus. As far as your business, there are 3 as well, but it's not the same 3. I mean, 2 of the 3 work, but it's not the same. You got Dun and Bradstreet, you got Experian, and you got Equifax. Each have their own credit score for your business. And so in order to have start to build business credit, most lenders look at your Dun and Bradstreet credit score. And so you have to go through Dun and Bradstreet, set up a profile. You'll see the how to do it. The website is dnb.com. So DerekNancyBoy.com. DMB.com. DMB. That's all we got. No, it's fine. DMB.com. And that's how you start to set up your business credit. I am gonna write a book, because I have What the FICO, which was my credit book, my personal credit book. I'm going to that's what it is. Is Dun and Bradstreet Paydex score? Yes. I'm actually gonna write a book called What the FICO 2 or What the FICO 2.0, which is gonna be my book about business credit. So I have that in the works. I'm gonna write that. Honestly, I have a lot going on, so I don't know when I'm gonna have it. But if you're interested in more information, go to my website, mindrightmoney.com. And under resources, I have you'll see something that says business credit, and you'll see a webinar that I did that breaks down the whole game of how you need to build your business credit. No, you don't have to use your personal credit to guarantee your business credit either. Most people think they have to, but you don't. Your personal credit has nothing to do with your business credit. So keep that in mind. Pink Sapphire says, do you have to go through a broker to open up a broker's account? No. So a brokerage account is how you buy your stock. You don't have to. I mean, yes, you have to go through a broker, but not a broker as a person. You have to go through a broker as a service, right? So a brokerage account is what. So brokerage account is what you use to buy stocks. bonds, mutual funds, things of that nature. There's different levels of them. You have discount brokers, so you have like your ones that allow you to automate your finances. So you have your Acorns, you have your Stash, you have all of those different ones that allow you to put your money in. Then you also have your sort of like discount brokers. You have your brokers that's like Charles Schwab, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, those guys. Even like Cash App allows you to buy stock. And so, yeah, but they're considered a broker, right? A brokerage. So BROKERAGE, right? So they're considered a brokerage. And so you need a brokerage in order to open up a brokerage account. So yeah, great question there. Let's see. In your business credit book, can you put me on steps on doing your own LLC too? I got you. I'll do that. I appreciate that suggestion. I could do that for sure. Oh my God, 21 Keys. Thanks for the advice you gave about selling my studio equipment to my LLC. So salute to 21 Keys. So 21 Keys hit me up in a DM, and he was asking, he had bought equipment, right? Personally, he had bought equipment personally, so he owned the equipment personally. And then he started an LLC. So he was asking, how do I transfer this equipment from me personally to the LLC? And so I told him to sell it to the LLC, right? Because he wants the asset, right? So the equipment is the asset. So he wanted the asset to be owned by the LLC and not by him, right? Because it's his personal asset, but now he has this LLC, he has this business. And from a protection perspective, God forbid if somebody sues him personally, you don't want them to have access to your personal assets. And so what did he do? He sold it to himself, right? And so now what you do is it's just like buying something from a person, right? You write up a bill of sale and you sell it to yourself for whatever amount, but that is what it gives you, the paper trail of being able to transfer assets from a personal perspective to a business perspective. Because the personal is a social security number, the LLC has an EIN. They're not the same people. They're two different people. Even though you control the LLC is its own entity, right? And so that's you know what I mean. So that was what 21 Keys is talking about. Is selling your equipment from the personal person to the LLC. Now the LLC owns it, and now his business is protected from people who ever try to sue him personally or try to come after him personally. You know what I'm saying? So fast shout to that. Let's see. I'm beginning the stages of writing my book. Any tips? I'm determined to work and do for self ownership. So salute to Barry G. Man, I give out this information a lot. I would say go to ashcashbookcourse.com. Ashcashbookcourse.com. I give out all the game on how to write and publish your book in 90 days or less and sell massive copies. If you use the code MyStory2020, you'll get a $200 discount. But I'll give you the condensed version. The condensed version says that if you're just in the beginning stages of writing your book, don't write it. The first thing that you should do is you should outline your book. Think about the end in mind. What do you want people to learn from your book? Once you get the end in mind, come up with a strategy on what are the steps it takes to get to the end. Once you have that strategy, you get a dictation app. I use Otter, OTTER, but you could use voice record. You could just record it on your phone. But I use an app called Otter, OTTER, and Otter allows you to dictate. And so now that outline that you just outlined, just pretend like you're teaching that to somebody, and then literally dictate that into your phone. The dictation comes out as a Word document or text. You take that text, you put it in Word document, and then you edit it to make sure it feels like what you wanted to say. You're welcome. I just saved you 40 hours. You're welcome. That plus more is in my book course, though. ashcashbookcourse.com. Use the code MyStory2020. So www.ashcashbookcourse.com. Use code MyStory2020 for a discount. Let me see. Let me put that in there right there, if I could. Let's see if it's going. All right. I'm gonna pin that instead. So Ash Cash book course. Use My Story 2020. Got it. Free game. Appreciate you, brother. Headed to the site. Now, my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like. So please understand. Knowledge is the one thing you could give away without ever losing any. I didn't just lose anything from giving you that. Even if it's in my book course and I charge for it, I lost nothing. So always remember that. Knowledge is the one thing you could give away without losing any. Bars. RJ says, who designed your shirt again? I want to support. TheRodDesigns.com. So if you go to www.TheEeRadisIGNS.com. So TheRodDesigns.com. The Rod Design. Oh no, did I say that right? That might not be the right one then, because it didn't pop up for me. Joyce, what's the website again? Cause I think I put the wrong one. Is it the? Let me just see. Let me take the E off. Oh, so I'm sorry. It's the. So I put two E's. Right. So it's www.TheRodDesigns.com. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So TheRodDesigns.com. So let me put that in the chat on YouTube. So that's my guy RJ asking on YouTube. So yeah. So it's TheRodDesigns.com. So yeah. So no, thank you, Elegant Eleanor. It's up there, but that's on Instagram. So I got people on Facebook and YouTube asking for the website. So I wanted to do that. So TheRadDesigns.com. All right. What else y'all got for me? All right. I think we good. We got like 2 minutes left. So if y'all got any questions, please put them, or forever hold your peace. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw she put it on Facebook too. My bad. Her website is Joyce is not playing. Joyce is on Instagram. Yo, Joyce is simulcasting. That's what I'm talking about, Joyce Williams. I see you in the building. I see what you're doing. I see you in the building. She put it on Instagram. She's on Facebook. She like, yo, support my baby. I see you out here. That's how you do it. All right, they about to kick me out. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast, go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please make sure you have a great weekend. Live in peace. Live in peace. I love y'all. Salute to y'all. I'll see y'all in God's will next week. Same time, same place. Peace.